Hey, love bugs, it's right. Got you one more again. I hope everyone blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time, stop up on my channel. Much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much as always for all the love that y'all been giving out. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are insightful, that gives you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and just needing some confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, or just any spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is so appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is called Having Placement of Control Over Your Reality versus Your Reality having control over you. You know, there's so many different things that are taking place in our lives. You know, we're all working on just having a better life, being, at a better path we're going through. It's like, hell, we deserve it. You don't go through hell and back, probably got a couple of frequent flyer miles, and they better go ahead and add us up on that free trip that we got going somewhere, all expenses paid, and you're going through all these different things in your life. And it's just when you allow yourself to sit back, because I know a lot of us is going through hermit mode. You have to be able to get in hermit mode, or you being moved into solitude. And a lot of times that can feel like very lonely at times, but it's just like that's that time for you to be able to become your best friend. You have to, if you want anything to come in your life, it has to start with us first. So it's like when you're seeing everything that's taking place in your life, you may be dealing with a karmic cycle. You may be going through financial struggles. You may be having problems with your relationships, marriage, whatever. It's just like being able to allow yourself to see it for, if this is meant to be, it'll take place for when it is. But a lot of times we can carry that wishy-washy, vibrations. Is like where we're saying we have faith in something, but our energy is saying something else. And you have to be able to allow yourself, you have to go through a daily training of that, because a lot of times when things are not flowing the way we want it to, we allow that emotion to take over that vibration, and it shifts, and it creates a resistance of what you're wanting to have into your life. And it's just like, universe always teaches us to have control of our emotions. That's the most dangerous person to be around. When you seeing a person that has their emotions intact, especially when all hell's breaking loose, they understand, when we gone through it so much, it's allowing you to, okay, this mess is unraveling like the way it is, because it's guiding me towards something better. A lot of times we go through those, those different directions that's changing. And it's because a lot of times we feel like we've been blocked or, manipulated from something that we deserve, when that experience from that path has already been served for the way it is. So they're redirecting us towards something bigger and better. And they want us to be able to see everything at a higher light. And a lot of times it's hard to do that, especially if you've been going through so many different things back to back to back, and it's just the part, are you allowing yourself to see? Sometimes we got to go through those breathing exercises and really allow, for us to be able to look at everything from a different perspective. And it's like there's so many different things that I'm struggling with. Well, not really struggling with, but, allowing myself to, look at it in a different way, because nothing is really never a struggle. It's like, even when it feels like it is, this is something that is giving you a experience for you to be able to grow. And a lot of times it's like your struggles can create a powerful success. There's a lot of people that, that are successful, that had, struggling experiences in their life, that's how we tend to be grateful for those things. A lot of times when we feel like, if somebody jump into blessings and they never really had to learn anything, they just jumped into it and, bow, it was good for them. But then when it came to you, you had to earn that. And that's more of a better thing, because see, and it's like a lot of times, if you don't have that mentality of, hey, let me, while I'm here, let me allow myself to add towards what more, keep it going. Don't just get stagnant within myself or complacent that thinks that everything is guaranteed to stay that way, and a lot of times when it jumps up like that and you just popping into a blessing without going through the experiences of encouragement or experiences of being able to take that shift of power. Y'all hold on just a second. It would be the day I close my door. This one, my cat want to go out. Oh, Jesus. Look, you staying right out there too. Bye. My fault, y'all. Okay. Going through all those different things, and it's just like you have to be able to, if you jump into a situation like that, and cat got me all discombobulated. When you jump into stuff like that, you don't have that time to be grateful for anything. You just get, sometimes people are, or they're just guaranteed that certain things just going to stay that way. But when we actually go through that time of struggling and you're earning your keep towards any and everything, that's when that grind keeps going. That grind just keeps going. And a lot of times we feel like that, that blessing's going to just pop in overnight, even though you're getting blessings, but it's not the blessings that you may have didn't even think you may have needed, or you weren't expecting those different things. But that's giving you that time to really see something from abroad, just really looking at it from all directions. It's like with mine, there's a lot of y'all that, I love y'all to death when y'all do that. It's just like, Roslynn, your channel is way underrated. You should be having more subscribers, more views. And it's just like with me, I have faith that it's going to become bigger, but it's from my interaction. It's from me putting in for it, going on that grind, not giving up on myself, trying to make sure that I'm open to the universe about where I need to be guided at, the videos I need to make. Because during that time I'm making these different videos, is all about being transparent, being authentic in your trade. What you're pushing out is like, you want to make sure, it's just real and pure. So it's just like, when I look at all the stuff, it's like, yeah, it would be good if I could have like 1 million and some subscribers, but then I take more pride in what I'm working on because I'm allowing myself to see me grow. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of y'all that has been with me, since day one. And I've changed an awful lot since that time. And it's just like being able to be open, just to, get that deeper understanding about every experience, even though, who wants to sit up here and be struggling like that and be working 10 times, 20 times harder. But that's where your appreciation within your craft comes in at, because it's like when you have gone through that struggle and you're allowing yourself to have control over what you're trying to create as your reality. You know what I'm saying? You're learning from everything. It's just like so many different things that, I've experienced throughout my life, especially after the 4 or 5 years, that has really been crazy for me. It showed me strength I didn't even know I had. It made me acknowledge things about my life that was stuck in the shadows for a long time. And then just being able to know I can connect with all these beautiful people and being able to share just not my personal experience, but a lot of things that you can be able to, resonate with. And that makes somebody feel good when you can allow somebody to know that you relate to the things that they deal with on a daily. That makes somebody more comfortable to be able to say, it's not like follow the leader, but just being able to, there's somebody who actually really understands the things that I go through. And that lets me know that I'm not alone in this situation. It makes you feel like, all this stuff that we go through make you feel like, dang, do I need to check myself into, an asylum or something? These things are not, we feel like these things are very foreign. These things are not normal. We are not normal. There ain't nothing normal about us. I don't even want to be normal. I don't like being like the average person. I jam to the beat of my own drum, guitar, piano, whatever else too. But it's just what my situation, I love that I'm working on, climbing the ladder instead of really just jumping into it. Because when you just jump into something, it's like you're not going to get that, I'm trying to see what word I'm trying to say, but it's just basically you can see everything from every level you have gone through, and you can get that deeper insight that that's going to make you work hard, because there's so many different things that I want to achieve right along with what I'm doing. And I love how things are unfolding, even though not every day is positive for me. There are a lot of days I got to sit back in the cut and do a pause for the cause and get myself situated. But then when I allow myself to breathe through that moment, it's not guaranteed every day is going to be positive out of that, but you're going to allow yourself to know even the hardest days become your best victory. It's just all about that, because it's like if you're still able to go through that purpose, and at times it's just like, dang, I'm pushing out blessings and this is what I get, but then that's letting you're coming from a vibration of ego. You're feeling like you do one thing, you expect another. And it's like when you're giving a blessing out, the blessing is not looking for anything in return. It's the blessing is about giving people blessings. That's why a lot of people are like, Roz, can I send you something? I'm like, no. No, I don't want any gifts. I don't like that, because it makes me feel like, I'm doing these things and expecting you to get something in return. And I always tell people, I say, what the biggest blessing you can do for me is just to know that I gave you some kind of clarity in the confusion that has been placed on you. That is the biggest blessing to me, because I knew when I started doing these videos, and I know how that spiritual awakening of everything just transitioned the way it did. It was very scary. And I have nobody to talk to. And I mean, nobody in that physical plane to talk to. Now, it was all chatty catty when it came over to the other side, because it was like I had so many spiritual enforcements that was guiding me along my path. And they were just showing me, so many different hats of gifts I've had, and just being able to be transparent within that. A lot of people aren't comfortable with allowing themselves to say, I have this gift of this, I have this gift of that, because we're at times we carry that fear, like they're not going to understand us, or somebody's going to think we're crazy. But these experiences is allowing you to take control of what you choose to make your reality. If you see everything that you have gone through as a burden, that's what you're building up your reality to be as. And a lot of times you have to be able to see these, my challenges, my struggles, these changes is preparing me for something I never knew I needed. It's going to be blessings that I never imagined. This is about to take me to places I never thought I would go. Open doors for things I'm not even, qualified for. And a lot of times we feel like we don't matter, and you're actually overqualified for anything that God or universe guides you towards. But you had to be able to go through those times and moments of struggle to really see where you dig at. And I say that a lot, but I know there's a lot of people that are subscribing to me, and there's a lot of times we don't understand our struggles become our strength. The things that you have gone through, and you're still here, you're still in your right mind, you're still trying to send love and compassion out. The universe ain't done with you yet. Yes, it's a painful experience to go through anything. And when you feel like your life is like coming to an end, or something you're going through so badly, you'll end up connecting with somebody who had worse off circumstances than you are. And they're taking pride in just those things that they've connected with and gone through. And make you look at your life, a lot different. So it's just like all these different things are allowing you to understand, if you need to take that breathing moment within yourself when everything is just falling apart. And sometimes it's hard for you to just say, oh, let me just breathe, because some start hitting you, you ready to snap. I know, at least with me, I'm like that. I'm like, hold up, let me take a pause for the cause. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Kuna Matata, whatever, just gonna have to do that. And it's just like, my situation's done changed me so much, because it's like, I've been that type of person. I'll pop off at you in a minute, especially if you rub me the wrong way. I'm that type of person. I don't bite my tongue, I give you that truth. I'm not that type of person to throw a rock and hide my hand. I will throw a whole damn brick and sit right there until you get there to let you know why I just threw that daggone, that daggone brick through that windshield. I've never been that type of person that wants to sneak up on somebody. I want you to see me coming. I want you to know. It's just not going to be when you think it is, but I want you to be able to know. And it's just, when I've gotten to that point where you don't have to be like that to get your point across. You can just be silent and let that ignorance play with itself, and that'll be your interaction or your response toward a certain situation. Now, even when you're right, you can still be quiet. A lot of times we feel like we have to push our value of what we mean right there. If somebody doesn't value you, they're not supposed to be there anyway. You shouldn't have to enforce what kind of respect, what kind of, connection you want to be able to have with that person, that you treat me like I treat you. If that person is putting you as a priority, that should never have to come from a discussion. If that person cares about your mental health, your well-being, your feelings, there shouldn't be a question, anything like that. Yeah, you're going to go into disagreements or whatever, but it's just like these situations are strengthening us in so many different ways. You're going through so many different, challenges in your life where this is going, all these things that I'm going through back to back to back to back, it's taking me somewhere. It's preparing me for something, because you feel like there's like a boiling pot. If you leave a boiling pot unattended and that water boiling, you hearing that, that top just rattling. And that's what is going in within us. It's preparing us for something that we didn't know we needed. And it's just like we're all hidden in plain sight, and whatever's coming forth is hidden in plain sight. So it's all about how you tend to look at your circumstances. It's like it's been really heavy for a lot of us, because all this, the vibrations is like clashing, but it's going through a heavy transition. You're pushing stuff out, and then when you pushing stuff out, stuff is coming in, and then there's inside of you is, trying to get its place right there, and then you just projecting other stuff to separate from. So I mean, it's just preparing you. And they always tell you, have that control on how you try to see your reality. If you need to go out in nature, put some music on, dance around a little bit, look at something that uplifts you, use a meditation if you have to, but you have to be able to have that placement of control of how you choose to see your reality, because the vibrations, them things are solid, because if you think of everything as in a negative vibe, that's the vibe you're going to create. I used to say that, it's just like people have been standing in the way of, what's I'm entitled to, what I'm deserving of. And I used to be mad at everybody. Like, you wouldn't how would you feel if I sit up here and try to block you from something? Don't ever feel like you gonna block me from something, but you entitled to your blessings. Universe and karma don't work like that, because they'll give you something. They'll be just that touch now. It's a touch, and it's now, and it's gone tomorrow. It's all about that. But when you're allowing yourself to know that if you're seeing somebody is blocking you from something, you're making that your truth, and I had to be able to learn from the hard way. This is preparing me and teaching me where certain things don't need to be addressed. Certain things need to be kept to oneself. Don't speak on nothing until it's solid. Allow your success to speak for you instead of you speaking for you. Your vibration should, be able to tell a whole statement on what is, what you're pushing out. A lot of times you have to be able to, let your energy speak for you, and allow yourself to keep going through your situations and allowing yourself to see what is best for you, what is entitled for my life, what is going to have it's going to be two different ways it can go. This is going to enlighten me, and this is going to entrap me. You gotta choose for the better. There's better working for you. Don't settle for something because you feel like better is not on its way. Anything that you're dealing with that is not keeping you emotionally, mentally happy, bump that sexual stuff, because no, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, mentally, if it's not, and towards that vibration, that's something that you don't need, but you can appreciate what it taught you, that know you have the courage to push that down and keep moving forward, healing yourself, getting yourself situated for what is on its way to you. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of the video. Allow yourself to really look at everything of what you're wanting to come into your life. Don't allow yourself to focus on things that you're trying to break free of, because the longer you think about that, you're putting your energy in something else, and you're supposed to do that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of that video. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Sherry Lightworker. Good to have you. Welcome. Kanisha Cologne. Iwa M. Droids. I hope I pronounced your last name right. Antoine Jr. and Christina Flaherty. Much love to you. If you're new, welcome. So good to have you. Like and subscribe. Share, tell somebody about the channel, drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're knowing me. And my contact information is in the description box below, and I will see y'all on my next video. Much love. Peace.